Hello, Leo, and welcome to your 2020 Intuitive Energy Forecast. My name is Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook at Wisdom of the Heart, and my website is simply lisalyle.com. So I'm really excited to be here. I'm really excited because you are the last video that I'm recording for all of the signs, and it's been quite a process. It began probably a week and a half ago, and then there's been a big lull, and today I've recorded the last three. And it's really exciting because in the last three, my ascendant was there, Cancer, and now my moon sign, Leo. I am a Virgo. So anyways, this is a new offering. If you don't know me, please feel free to check me out through my website, through other videos on this channel, and look forward to seeing a lot more of me in 2020. So today, as I record, it is December the 30th, and it's an incredibly powerful energy day. This is our third 3-3 energy in the month of December. And today is really got this energy about it. The energy feels strong. I feel great. So that's usually a good indicator for me how things are going. Yesterday was a rather low energy day. The day before, a high energy day. So it's really about, we're really being asked to get comfortable in the ever-changing energy currents and really to nurture ourselves through the changes. And that's what 2020 is going to be about for all of us. We are birthing, or we are being birthed into a new decade. And as we clear out 2019, so if you're watching this and it's still 2019, perfect. It's important. I'm saying as we clear out 2019, it's important to get really clear from within. Perfect messages. One more card from this deck, and then we're going to get into it. And there's actually two. Perfect. So as we go into 2020, it sets us up for a whole new decade. So when I'm encouraging you to clear out, so if you're watching this still, December 30th or 31st, it's really important that you do your part to clear the energy in your home space, to clear the energy in your physical body, just whatever needs to be cleared, perhaps decluttered. Perhaps it's time to let go of an addiction that you have been holding onto, perhaps maybe struggling with. It feels really important as well to not go into this new decade bringing our addiction with us. So I say addiction, although there can be many things that we're addicted to. Addiction is one energy. And addiction generally flows from childhood trauma and pain, unhealed pain. So that's whether you're an alcoholic, whether you're a drug addict, whether you are addicted to nicotine, whether you're addicted to food, whether you're addicted to sex, whether you're addicted to just negative thought patterns, whatever. Addiction is addiction is addiction. My current addiction is plants. That may have to slow down too in the new year, but I do feel that this isn't the first time that this card has come up. It's actually been coming up a lot in personal readings I'm doing, and it has come for some of the other sun signs as well. It's really important to get to the root of your pain, which is causing the addiction to manifest. We look at the two, first of all, there's before the snakes, it's the color of the wrap on the head is blue. What is your truth? And oftentimes when in the addiction energy, we are denying our truth. We're not sharing our truth. We could be hiding what our addiction is, trying to hide it from people. Yet, the truth is we never really hide the truth from ourselves, now do we? So I do feel like many of you who are connecting with this message have already been feeling the call for change, have already been feeling the call to release your dependency on whatever it may be. Because any addiction does not diminish our pain. It doesn't, it's a temporary solution to something that could be rectified by simply acknowledging how we feel, dealing with the emotions, feeling the emotions so that we can heal from the emotion. I hope that makes sense to you. And it says this is a time of positive transformation and healing. So 2020, and particularly January of 2020, Leo, I feel is a very important time for you. It's time to, it's time to courageously let go of some things that you've been holding on to. And this could be relationships, it could be a job, or again, it could be an addictive tendency, which is not really, most addictions aren't uplifting, right? Most addictions are very much, holding us down, keeping us down. The snake is a beautiful symbol of transformation. And so it's time to shed the old skin that just doesn't really fit you anymore. You don't really fit within that anymore. It's time to let it go because the new skin underneath is so much more beautiful than you currently know. Which leads us right to this angel of clearing. It says your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. I feel like, it's funny, I read that message. I haven't really been reading the messages on the cards today. Because I feel like this is about clearing anything out of your space that is not of unconditional love, that is not really honoring the powerful essence of who you are. And, you may have felt at the end of 2019 that you were, clearing the home space. And I do feel like this has been a very important practice in the last couple of weeks, and in particular the last few days. Like I've spent a lot of time clearing and doing so with infusing everything with that energy of love of self, right? When we love ourselves, we, it shows. And when we don't, that also shows, because the truth is that we are here for nothing more than an experience of joy. So we are clearing away anything that diminishes or limits our joy. Addictions will limit joy. Living in a cluttered space will limit your ability to experience joy. And joy is our birthright. Joy is what we came here for. You may not have been told that, but it's the truth. Joy is what we came to Mother Earth to experience. That highest vibration, that highest frequency of love and light, heaven on earth, is born through each and every one of us. And then you got the angel of families. And what I'm guided to say by that is that it's important for you to know, and what's popping in my head is you have a child and you're worried about your child, and you're worried about perhaps the path they're on, or you're worried about something regarding your child. What I'm hearing and feeling is the angels want you to know your child is loved and protected just as you are. And just as you had to walk your path and perhaps stumble along the way, that's also the same for your child. The most important aspect within that relationship is that your child knows that they are safe and secure in your presence, that they are unconditionally loved. There's no I love you, but, they know that they are loved and that you are a safe space for them to return to time and time again. So I really just feel like, Leo, part of the message here is for you is that you can't control everything. And it's really time that you release and let go of things in your life that aren't working with love. And that doesn't mean your child, your relationship with your child is not working. Look at this. You're getting all the 4 cards. 4 cards from every deck so far. It's really important for you to let go of your need to control. Your, it's going to be my way or the highway. That's old school. And old school really flows from the wounded heart, right? And this is taking me right back to that very first card, Angel of Addiction. If you go on my website, and I'll try to post it also on Facebook, but I received this card years ago, and it prompted a channeled writing, an automatic writing session. And it was talking about the wounded heart of humanity. And love, only love is real. This is number 21. This is the World card in the Tarot. Love is all we take with us when we leave our physical experience, right? Yes, we've all experienced wounds, we've all experienced pain, and yet we're still here. And so it's time to accept responsibility, Leo, for how you feel in the here and now. Release your need to hold on to the pain any longer and step with confidence into the love. This is a number 21, and it's 1212 here. It's so perfect. 12 is a very important, and if we reduce it all, it's 333, which is the energy of today. It's time for Leo to really show themselves some love. And I'm seeing like a lion licking themselves, cleaning themselves. So I don't care what you do in your own space. Perhaps it's time for a little bit of licking your wounds and cleansing yourself. Because the next card out is the Ancient of Days, the Eternal Flame, number 31, which is a 4, which is the whole energy of 2020. 2 plus 2 is 4. This is a new foundational time for all of us in our personal lives and collectively, and the world at large. Things are changing. Foundations and structures of organizations, institutions, and all of that don't serve the greatest and highest good of humanity are crumbling. We're seeing it. And what we're really being called to wake up to is our eternal nature. Our physical bodies are temporary. Our soul is eternal. We are always connected to Source via our higher self. And I feel like for many of you Leos, this year is really going to be about getting in touch and trusting the higher self, getting out of the ego. Like they keep showing me the head, and Leos love to be seen, right? Leos love to be seen front and center. And a lot of that, oftentimes that can be very egoic, the need to fill you up from an outside source, looking for love and adoration from an outside source instead of taking responsibility for what is going on within. This is a year for personal responsibility and accountability. And Leo, you will be confronted with yourself time and time again, is what I'm hearing. Great. Exciting, right? Because you are golden light. This speaks about integrity. Are your words, thoughts, and actions all in alignment? Or are you saying one thing, doing something else, and thinking about something else? Hiding something else. This is about aligning with integrity, which is your truth. And I do feel, Leo, that 2020 is going to be a year of some really beautiful changes based on your courage and willingness to make the change, based on your courage and willingness to let go of addictive tendencies, to clear your space. This is about your physical body. Number 7 is always about the physical body to me. Your body is your temple. It is the home of your eternal soul. How are you treating your physical body? Are you being good to it? Or not so much? It's time to be good to you. Because then you get, I am the goddess of emerald, I am the emerald goddess, fertility. This is a number 14, which comes to a 5 vibration. This is a year of change. This is a year of making changes which really support your beautiful heart and your desire and willingness to serve. This isn't about self-service. This is about selfless service. the service we offer to others, the gifts of the heart we offer to others. And it's a fertile and abundant year because I'm really feeling that you are called to work with your natural healing abilities to heal yourself through your connection to Mother Earth, and then you support the collective healing. I do feel like many of you are incredibly gifted healers, and it's what's coming into my mind right now is healer, heal thyself. So first and foremost, take care of yourself. And so these cards are about how you are asked to bring your gifts forth and the support and the ways that you can do that. One more. There we go. Right. So the first card out was this card, reflection. It's time to take a good, hard look at yourself. They keep wanting me to come back. It's like if I could pin this on me. My phone's not going to answer that. I don't know how to turn it down. Oh, perfect. If I could pin this card on me, they really want it like present the whole time. What's that game? They want this card present because they're saying like it's key. This is key. Reflection. Taking a good, an inventory of yourself, an honest inventory. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Truly, what do you see when you look in the mirror? I do feel like this is a year of a lot of, you are going to be called to face your shadow quite a bit. So the parts of yourself that perhaps you've tried to hide and deny and not really look at, this is going to be a very confronting year for many, many people. And, perhaps the large majority of humanity. 2020 is going to be a very confronting year because we are coming face to face with our shadow. And everybody has a shadow. This has been a big, theme. Like nobody wants to see their shadow. I'm an amazing light worker because I do the shadow work. I'm really a shadow worker who works her magic and who shines light in that space so that it can be cleared, so that it can be seen. We can't deny any aspect of ourselves and expect to be living a fulfilling, joyful life. We have to move into acceptance, through self-love and compassion of ourselves on all areas. You are the medicine that you seek. It's not that the medicine's not the drugs, the alcohol, the nicotine, the food, the sex, the whatever. The medicine is the self-love and compassion. The medicine is offered through your connection to Mother Earth. The medicine is the food you eat, the water you drink, the thoughts you think. This is your medicine. And this is how you are going to, I feel, come rightly into your power this year. Not aggressively. Leo has a tendency to be very, domineering and aggressive and in your face. Look at me, rah, rah, rah. And I feel like there's a call for more gentleness this year, Leo. A more gentleness with yourself. And creating boundaries. And others may be creating boundaries around their connection and relationship with you as well. This is healthy. This is healthy to create loving boundaries that support us, not allowing ourselves to be walked over and not walking over other people, respecting other people's boundaries as well. And I feel like for many of you Leos, there's going to be a bit of a learning curve about boundary setting and creating boundaries. And I always like to say, my guide showed me years ago with my arms outstretched, full length, and moving in a circle. And that was the space that I was responsible for. That was the area that I needed to be concerned with. And anything outside of that was not mine. I do feel like working with some crystals for you as well, Leo. Black obsidian is what's coming through. And I don't have any handy here, but that's what's coming through. Black obsidian or tourmaline, a black stones when it comes to boundaries, particularly if you have a hard time creating boundaries. You may have a hard time saying no because you need to take care of yourself, and then perhaps the addictive tendencies flow from your unwillingness to even say no. I need to look after myself, and then so these are the way that you cope. 2020 is about creating new ways of being, new ways of seeing, new ways of coping with things that are positive and supportive to the divine being that you are. Because it's really important to know your eternal soul. Everything you do here on earth is important, because as an eternal soul, this journey goes on once you have moved on from the physical experience. And so everything you do here, the healing that you do, it's so important for your soul's evolution beyond time and space. And that may make sense to you or it may not. I love these numbers. Okay, what do you feel? This is about, it's a number 9. So again, this is 9 is a number of completion. We're completing an energy. And I feel for you, Leo, what you're completing is not really acknowledging what you feel. It's time to get to the heart of the matter, what you really feel. Not the superficial, temporary feelings, the ones that sit with you, the nagging ones that don't go away, the ones that you have denied and tried to hide for much of this lifetime. It's time to bring them to light. Your feelings and your unresolved feelings, your denied feelings reside within the sacral chakra. So the space between your hips, and sometimes this is a great area to get that instant gratification as well, isn't it? Through connection with another human being in this space. And yet oftentimes those connections, and you see the light coming in, oftentimes those connections that we have with others when we have not healed or dealt with our feelings really just serve to cause us more trauma and pain, where there may be energetic hooks and connections to others that, I want to say weaken our personal strength, our resolve, and keep us within that pattern. So I do feel that it's time for you, Leo, to move beyond that pattern. Orange is the color of emotions and passion, and green is the color of healing. So it's really important that you get clear on what you're feeling and allow yourself to heal. And that's how you will be able to heal your addiction as well. This is really beautiful. The word wants to be written, number 42, 6, Virgo. Taking care of your health, taking care of your physical body. I feel like writing is going to be a really effective tool to support you in really getting in touch with your feelings beyond what you show to the world. Your feelings that perhaps, fuel the addiction. Writing it out is going to help you, and it's going to be an incredible time of transformation. Look at all these butterflies. When you go inside, when you get honest with yourself, when you stop denying and hiding, you will transform your whole experience through, where was that one? Unconditional love. Through unconditional love, you will be healed and transformed. And finally, number 8, it says, be the hunter, not the hunted. What I feel with this card, again, is the eternal soul energy. Look at that owl and the beautiful flower of life that is opening up from within the owl all around. This really feels, Leo, that, for much of your life, perhaps you've been out there front and center. I feel like 2020 is calling you on this retreat within so that you can heal. And through your ability to heal and your ability to retreat within, you are creating new foundations upon which, your future manifestations, your divine creations are going to be built. This is a foundational year. This is a year about making changes that really support your joyful experience in the here and now, and also support your soul's evolution beyond time and space. It's a big year. I feel Owl is going to be like one of your guides, and I love owls. Got them everywhere. There's a little one over there too. Owls really have a wonderful ability to take us to the depths of our own darkness. I will say that. That deep dive within, into that shadow space. I mean, think of it. They're nocturnal animals. You'll hardly see them during the day, but they come out at night, and they are incredibly, proficient hunters. So I feel like it's like, allow Owl to guide you deep within to get to the depth of those emotions that perhaps have kept you within a painful pattern that just isn't working for you anymore. So Leo, looks like you're in for an exciting year. Looks like we all are. I trust that something you've heard here resonates with, feels supportive to you whenever you connect with these messages. If you'd like to work more personally with me, my information is in the description below. Please do like, comment, and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that we can stay in touch as 2020 progresses. I do have a feeling I will be sharing a lot more with you over the coming year. It's been a pleasure. I wish you an abundantly blessed year full of healing and really connecting with your beautiful heart's desires. I see you, Leo. I feel you, and I love you. Take good care.